Hello, it's Jessie. Today I'm doing a really fun video for you guys. This video is my top Apple fragrances. When I started going through my collection, looking at notes, shooting videos, and I was like, I have a few Apple fragrances, Apple forward fragrances that I really like, and they are very different. So if you like apples, please keep watching. Thank you so much for joining, and don't forget to hit subscribe, click the notification bell. I'm coming up on almost 400 fragrance videos, so there is enough content here to you could just go down a rabbit hole. Like the other day, a friend of mine, she goes, I didn't know that you did fragrances. And I wanted to go to Sephora and buy a new fragrance. So I started watching your videos, and 2 or 3 hours later, I was like, okay, this is my list. These are the 4 or 5 that I want to go smell. And I was like, that's so sweet. Like, I love that. That's why I make these videos. Videos of, you know, I love interacting with you guys in the comment section below. Like, if you have a favorite Apple forward fragrance, drop it in the comment section. I love it that some fragrances are more green apple forward and some are more red apple forward, and then some of them, what they're blended with, it just really takes you on a whole apple journey. Anyway, but drop that in the comment section below if you have a favorite apple fragrance or one in your collection that I did not mention, because sometimes when I shoot these videos I think, oh, I had 2 or 3 more that I could have put in there, just not thinking. So anyway, I'm not usually a super fruity fragrance person, but I like apple. I like pear too. Are there any that you guys like? Like, I know I don't really like blackcurrant, so I won't be doing a blackcurrant video, but these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apple forward fragrances. So let's get to it. Okay. First off, Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Like, I feel like this is the OG apple fragrance, this and Aventus Creed. So a Creed by Aventus, we just ran out of that, and I guess my husband tossed the bottle, so I was like, I at least want to keep the bottle. So I need to get more of that, but this is very citrusy and very fruity, fresh. I mean, if you haven't smelled this, you need to smell it, because it's kind of like a really iconic fragrance. One of the things that I hate about this fragrance is it doesn't last very long, and number 2, the cap is like this blue plastic, and I'm thinking, Dolce & Gabbana, come on, you could have we could have stepped up our cap game. But you can find this dirt cheap. If you don't have this in your collection, you should just blind buy it, smell it, see what you think. It does kind of similar, remind me of like a Creed Aventus, but it doesn't last as long, but you can find it a lot cheaper. So just a little pro tip for you there. But this is light blue by Dolce & Gabbana. This is the original, but it has apple in it, but it's really well blended with citruses. So I'm going to start with that one because it's really good, and then of course tell you about the Creed. Next up is one that also smells a little bit like Creed Aventus, and this is a Mont Blanc Legend. And yeah, so this is a men's targeted cologne, and it's got apple in it. It's really, really nice. I love this fragrance. I'm probably going to give it to one of my kids. I have worn this fragrance before. I love the Mont Blanc. I don't know. I just feel like for a non-perfume company, I feel like they do a great job on their fragrances, on their packaging. Like, I love Mont Blanc Signature for her, you know, while this is more of a, you know, men's targeted fragrance. I did a battle video between Explorer and another one. Anyway, but let me think. Explorer, oh, Legend. This is Legend. That was Explorer. You can watch that video to kind of see which one I like better. But this is a really good, like, men's targeted apple forward fragrance. It's fruity. It's fresh. If you don't have this in your collection and you're a man, you need to get it in your collection, like, ASAP. It's very good. Okay, next up is one that I've talked about some recently. This is Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple 01. I have a full fragrance review, like a dedicated just this fragrance review on this. It is a beautiful apple fragrance. I wore this 2 or 3 times this week. This is probably one of the sweeter, like, it's much sweeter than the last 2 that I showed you. Kayali did a great job with Eden Juicy Apple. It's fun to layer with other fragrances. So if I was going to wear the Dolce & Gabbana light blue, I might layer this with it, because this is going to make the light blue last longer on my skin, because this lasts longer than the light blue does on my skin. Does that make sense? Is there an apple fragrance? I feel like, you know how Kayali Vanilla 28 came out and it was all the rage, and it was like, oh, you can layer this with everything. I kind of feel the same way with Eden Juicy Apple. Like, it's its own fragrance, and I wore it, like I said, twice this week on its own. It was great. I loved it, but it's really fun to layer with. So anyway, just a little tip. Okay, my least expensive fragrance on this list, and by far almost the strongest, like, this is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. I think you can pick this up on their website for about $40. I'm just putting this out there in the world. Things are getting more expensive, so perfumes are going to get more expensive. Like, the cost of wages is higher, the cost of materials is higher, so everything is going to become more expensive. So if there's something that you really want, I would say snag it now, because the price is just going to go up. That's just the world we're living in right now. We're feeling it at work, where I work. We're feeling it at home, at the grocery store, all the things. So anyway, Casablanca is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So I film in my office, and I'm taking this home. Like, I need to wear this more. This is one of those fragrances that I don't pick up because I'm like, it's a $30 or $40 fragrance. But then it's good. It's really good. It has apple. It's kind of like more like an apple pie type feel. It's got some other fruits in there. Like, it's really sweet. I will say that it is very sweet, because it's the Mont Blanc and the Dolce & Gabbana aren't super sweet. These next ones are sweeter. So Casablanca, if you're looking to add a fragrance to your collection and you do not have this, if you like sweet fruity fragrances, like, hop on this today. It is so good. It is so worth every penny. It lasts on my skin. It's a great fragrance. I love the apple in there. Okay, I'm moving too slowly. All right, Killian's Angel Share. Hello. This is like a boozy apple. This is like a really boozy apple pie. It's so good. I love Killian's Angel Share. It's a great fragrance. It is unisex, probably leans more masculine, but I wear this and love it. It is a beast of a performer. That's why it doesn't look like I've used it that much, but I've actually worn it quite a bit. It is so good. Angel Share, oh my goodness. If you have it, drop a comment below and let me know. Put emoji next to it about how you feel about it, because I just love this fragrance. Okay, and then my last apple fragrance that I am in love with is Gold Coast. I've done a full fragrance review on this. I just did a review on this versus something else, maybe Delina La Rose. While this does have a lot of apple, it also has a lot of rose in it. So it's kind of apple rose. Like, the apple makes it so fresh, and I don't know, it doesn't smell like your grandma's rose fragrance, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like rose trombone is just so heavy and thick and syrupy rose. This is more light and fruity, and that's why I like it so much. So Gold Coast by Bond No. 9, another great apple option. As always, drop me your scent of the day. Don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell, and smell you later.